you asked, how do relationships start? And I love this question because people sometimes have a tendency to either go all in too soon, like, let me tell you all of my deepest dreams, longings, and secrets in an attempt to kind of microwave or fast forward connection or intimacy. And it ends up pushing people away unintentionally. Or on the flip side of that coin, there may be a tendency to want to be more withholding and kind of walled up in the name of, I don't want to push them away too quickly. So this question, how do relationships start, is an intelligent way to approach the idea of starting new relationships that have a chance to have a foundation to stand on and to grow over time, helping them be healthy and lasting, okay? So there was a guy named Powell, psychologist from the 70s, who wrote a book called Why I'm Afraid to Tell You Who I Am. And in this book, he talks about the 5 levels of relationships. And it's okay for you to use these 5 levels of relationship kind of like a roadmap as you start new relationships or pursue new relationships. And you help them be paced in such a way that the depth and the connection happens at an appropriate level over time. Okay, number 1, the first level of relationship for Powell is cliche. And this is where all relationships begin. It's okay. I'm from Alabama. When I'm first getting to know people in a relationship, they ask me cliche-based questions like, do you say roll tide? That's an Alabama college football team if you're not into sports. They say, do you listen to Lynyrd Skynyrd? Did you grow up wearing overalls, and did your house have a tin roof and a dirt floor and these types of things, right? It's silly, it's fun, but that's where all relationships tend to begin, as at a level of cliche. Pretty quickly, though, you move to the second level of relationship, which is fact. Here are the things that are actually factually true about me. So for me, while my family is from Alabama, while I was born there, I never really lived for any significant time in Alabama. It was just the place I went home to for Thanksgiving and Christmas and college summers and those types of things. No, I do not say Roll Tide. I actually say War Eagle. It's the other team that's there in Alabama. So there are rivals. Of course, I listen to Lynyrd Skynyrd. Who doesn't? The best Southern rock band of all time. But let's talk now about what's factually true about me. What's factually true about you? That's kind of a level 2 of relationship. Level 3, though, becomes opinion. And now we're going to get underneath fact. We're going to start talking about what we actually believe about things, politically, theologically, cultural commentary, things going on in the world, so on and so forth. So opinion is clearly much deeper than fact. What do I actually think? What do I actually believe about stuff? Now, a lot of people in church groups, with their neighbors, with friendships or romantic relationships they're trying to form, it's really easy to jump to 2 and 3 to get here pretty quick. And that ultimately gives the relationship, no chance, because I'm just kind of listening to, do we agree on everything? Are we drinking the same Kool-Aid? And if not, I don't give us much of a chance, and we go our separate ways. Really sad, because you can have really rich relationships with people that you don't see eye to eye on with everything. Also, our culture tends to draw a line at opinion. In other words, we don't train ourselves with the internal infrastructure to survive much past opinion. We just choose to believe the cliches that we choose to believe about each other, about other people groups, about other belief systems. We choose to live in a world of fact. How's the weather? Did you see that game the other day? Did you see this new thing that happened on the news? And then sharing our opinions about those things. Here's what I think, here's what I believe, those types of things. And we just kind of are content to live in this world of cliche, fact, and opinion, and this creates a little bit of tribalism as well, where we're the good guys, they're the bad guys, those types of things. But if you're willing to do the work, you can grow to a level 4 of relationship, which is feelings. Now I'm not just talking about what I believe and what I think, but what I feel, what scares me, when I feel hurt, when I'm lonely, when I feel ashamed, when I have anger, when I'm glad, invite you to celebrate with me, those types of things. This is a very deep level of relationship that honestly very few people have capacity for, which is why it's so important to do good heart work. And then only then do we have the ability to go to kind of level 5 relationship, which is love. And love is all about me being curious and interested and emotionally vulnerable with you, but also being a place that's emotionally accessible. You could be emotionally vulnerable with me, and I'll be a safe place for you without trying to fix you and those types of things. That's the basis of love. I can be in need with you. You can be in need with me. We can show up for each other. But you cannot get here unless you effectively have worked through the other 4. So this is how relationships start. They start with cliche, move to fact, opinion, feelings, and ultimately they then have a chance to arrive at love. What level are you most comfortable in? Where do you tend to spend most of your time in terms of your relationships? And wherever that is, did you do the hard work of building each level instead of just jumping to that one?